we are surrounded by this brand of leftism, this cultural Marxism, whatever you want to call it in this country. But when you look at the voting public, when you look at what the polls are indicating right now, it's also very clear that very few people actually want what's being imposed on us so effectively. How is that happening if nobody wants it?
Because the radical left has fully infiltrated every institution of this country, starting with our university system. We're seeing that being manifest now in these pro-Hamas butcher demonstrations on our college campuses. But we've had professional educators on our universities for decades. It's not a new phenomenon. They're called faculty. They're called the administration. So when you control universities, you start graduating advocates for the left instead of journalists. You start graduating more indoctrinators instead of teachers in K through 12. So this has been going on for decades. Started back in the 60s when the radical left took over our university system, and now it's being revealed.
Right.
And it's destroying this country. The radical left is destroying this country.
Yeah. It is terrifying to watch, and it's so effective. Despite the fact that nobody actually wants it, they managed to get this done, and they managed to indoctrinate so many of our young people. I want to have one more with you, sir, if I could. From the Hill, anxiety grows among Democrats over Biden border issues, reporting that Senate Democrats are calling for President Biden to take executive actions to secure the border, something they expect the White House to announce soon, which just fully proves how fraudulent these people are. They said they needed power to do this. How many times has Mayorkas and Joe Biden said there's nothing that they can do? And now they're just going to, via executive order, they're going to clean up the mess that they intentionally inflicted on all of us 3.5 years ago so that they can attempt to win an election with a cleaned up border just during the transition.
Again, here you have a highly biased media covering up for the Biden administration, and the facts are pretty obvious. The Supreme Court in 2018 ruled that the president has, the current law exudes deference to the president when it comes to securing our border. President Trump used that executive authority to secure the border. President Biden used that exact same executive authority to open it up. So he's always had the authority to secure the border. He's just never wanted to use it because they want open borders. That's what people need to understand. Democrats want open borders. They caused this problem. They really don't want to fix it other than they want political cover.
Yeah. And the fact that he's allowed to do this, that you're allowed to do what he just did to the sovereignty of this country for 3.5 years, he is a traitor at the definition of the word, and there's no consequence, and he's just running for re-election. I don't understand how that's possible. Senator, we appreciate you coming on. Thank you.
Have a good day.